Thank you for your presentation today, Ms. Fenn. I do have a couple questions, and first of all, I'd like to say thank you for coming here today.
You're welcome.
Black history is Canadian history, and this month is extremely important. And I'm very happy to see, although not in your presentation, that the province is taking this seriously and implementing education in grades 7, 8, and 10 moving forward. Very important. I'd like to ask you with regards to the award you received from Dr. Jean Augustine, and you said you were one of 100, correct?
Yes.
Can I just ask you briefly the criteria for that award?
You have to move mountains. You have to be someone who has a good background in terms of education, giving back to your community, the positions that you're in, what you're doing to champion the image of the Black community and to help your community. So it focuses a lot about who you are as a person, as a human being, and the things you've done, not to help yourself, but the things you've done for others, and to be able to give back to others.
Excellent. Thank you, and congratulations on that.
Thank you.
I always like to ask that when I meet somebody who's won such a prestigious award. So I would like to ask questions and make a comment with regards to the event at Queen's Park, the mental health event. Now, not really going to one of your events prior to attending that, I have to say, I did not know what to expect. And forgive me, but I thought, this lady's not a doctor, so what's going to happen here? And I will say it was fabulous, very well done. Could you just mention quickly some of the speakers that were on that list?
So the speakers we had...
with regards to medical.
To the medical part of it?
To medical.
We had a pediatrician who spoke about the impact of racism on youths. We had a minister from the opposition, Minister of Health from the opposition, and she was really grateful to recognize, she said she's been there for 10 years and she's never seen a mental health event happen at Queen's Park. We have other medical experts that are in the audience. We had mental health experts. We had personal stories. And we try to have a variety of input. I think that's what makes the event great, because the audience can relate to the speakers, and the speakers can relate and be able to provide support and give feedback. So our events always to educate, support, and provide resources. So within those events, every event, we have about 12 events. They're all customized by myself. And I take a look at data, take a look at personal story, what the community is going through, and I craft those programs. So I was honored to have my mental health program funded by the Pickering Mayor's Gala. And now we've actually moved to all of our mental health programs now are being rebranded with the Alex Monahan name. So Alex is Mayor Ash's son and Karen O'Brien's son, who died by suicide. My son's grandfather, who lived a couple blocks over, he died by suicide in Ajax here. He was the one who introduced us to Ajax. He hung himself in the closet, and his 13-year-old daughter found him. So Mayor Ash and his wife, we share a passion, and that's why we do it.
I didn't think I know that, so I am so sorry if that brought up any... I can see now why you're following through on that. My question pointedly for health experts that were there, CMHC?
CMHA, there was CMHA Ontario, CMHA Durham, Ontario Shores, Durham Community Health Center, also known as Carion, Lakeridge Health. So all the major organizations were umbrellaed under the program that I created, and has with the full support of Mayor Kevin Ash and his wife, and funded fully by the Pickering Mayor's Gala.
For that particular event.
For that particular event.
Not all of your, through the chair, not all of your, the work you do through your charity is funded. That was for that particular segment only.
That was just for that. Not all of our programs are funded, and We try to get funding throughout to do our program. It's been quite challenging in Ajax, but we're not leaving the community without support. So if we don't have funding for a program, then I will chip in to make sure the program goes, because I've had so many people, young girl who show me their risk and says, I don't want to cut myself anymore. So there are people in our community who are struggling, who needs the support.
So let me ask you this. The program that was at Queen's Park, it was a one-off. Will that be duplicated in the community?
Yes, so I'm proud to announce, we actually just signed the documents with the Mayor's Gala. So we are selected to be funded fully for that program coming up again.
Oh, you are?
Yes, we're going back to Queen's Park.
But will there be something for the public, a version of that publicly?
So we have the mental health chat that we do, which is available to the public. We're focusing on youth mental health. We're going to be doing the mental health forum. So Alex Monahan Mental Health Forum. We're going to be doing the flag raising, and we're looking at sports and mental health. So I'm joining force with Nigel Wilson, former Blue Jay player and Yankee player, to put a sports and mental health program in place to take a different approach to mental health and working with all the major mental health organizations in Durham region.
Thank you. That's what I was getting to. I wanted to know if there would be something, because that was more exclusive, and I wanted to know if there'd be something more attainable for the public that wanted to gain access to that. If anyone was watching this presentation and said, how do I gain access to that information? How do I gain access to that type of help? Where can it be offered? I just wanted to see where you would be offering that. So there is something coming forward publicly.
Yes.
Not
yes.
exclusively. Okay.
Yes.
I do appreciate your presentation. That's all my questions for today, I believe. Let me just check. Yes. Thank you for your time.
Thank you for having me. Thank you, Council.
Thank you. I just wanted to mention, in your presentation for Black History Month, you had mentioned about funding events. I wanted you to know that Ajax did fund 3 Black History events that are happening this month. They were funded through our Ajax Partnership Fund, and several other grants focusing on the Black community and also the Black entrepreneurs. So Ajax is trying to do our best to support the Black community.
Oh.
Sorry, I have one more question.
Sure.
Yeah, Councillor Bauer.
Thank you, Chair Crawford. Thank you for coming today, Ms. Fenn,
Thank
and thank you for the presentation. Congratulations on all of your awards and accolades.
Thank
Very impressive.
Thank you.
A shout out for the Durham Black Network. My daughter Emma was a member of the committee for some time.
Yeah.
She very much enjoyed her time and experience there. And I attended a few Black open mic nights, which were very entertaining.
Yes.
My question, you made a comment about the food donations that your organization offers, and I'm sorry if I missed it. Where does that food come from?
So there is a program in place with another organization which is approved. It's all covered through Health Canada, everything like that. So there is an organization which other organizations are registered with, and we're part of the program that lets us know when those food are available. What's happening as well, throughout that program, I've met, individuals that I click with. So, for instance, when I go and get the bread, I don't have to wait to see if I get it or not. I get it anytime I want it. And then someone else connected me with the gentleman who has access to food in his truck. He started this program 2 years ago. So he's willing to provide us with food. And I got a 15-foot truck full of food, like so many items. So we're just making it available to the public.
Very good. Thank you.
You're
That was my
welcome.
question.
Thank you. I don't have any other questions. Thank you.
So you said one thing in regards to, I just want to make a statement in regards to that. So is it okay if I say something quickly?
Yeah.
Okay. So what we're doing with mental health, so I've been responsible for quality care. So I've looked at what's impacting quality care and what we need. I was in charge of the mental health organization during COVID-19. So I have a very strong leadership role in mental health from those experiencing. What we're doing with mental health is we've put a face to mental health in Durham region, which is Alex Monahan. And we're working with all the mental health organization to be able to provide that support to our community and an approach where community members are comfortable just seeking the help without getting the stigma and all that stuff. So what we're doing is we're coming together collectively to champion mental health. We don't provide the services, the organization provide the services. So what we've done, especially when we went to Queen's Park, it was an opportunity for us to speak to our MPPs, including Minister Bethan Falvey, about what's going on in terms of mental health, and to put mental health in the forefront of Durham region. So it's a collective process, and I'm so happy and honored to have the full support of Mayor Kevin Nash and his wife and the Pickering Mayor's Gala.
Excellent.